Hi folks, it's Evo here from Thundermist Lure Company. It is great to see you and welcome to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Chips. Check the drag. Okay, we're good to go. We're out here fishing the Niagara River, folks. We're looking for some walleye today or maybe some trout. We'll see what's happening. We're gonna use the flexi-jig, and I've opened up with the chartreuse, but I brought the black one with me as well. And those of you who have seen me fish for a while know the flexi-jig is a different kind of jig. It flexes down on the hook set, which makes for a great hook set. I love it. And I went with a shad style bait. And a few things I want to mention when you're using jigs. I typically use a snap when I'm running lures, but not when I'm running jigs. When I'm running jigs, I tie direct. A snap actually helps you enhance the action. It's also great for quick change. But when it comes to jigging, you want that direct hook set, the action you're getting from the lure, so you're going to tie it direct. And I use a Palomar knot. In fact, I'll give you a link here in the description. I've got an easy way to show you how to tie a Palomar knot. It's a great knot. And the other thing is, when you're jigging, you want to make sure that your plastic is on your jig nicely. So in other words, it's not bent, it's not on there a little too shallow or a little too long. It's got a nice presentation and it looks as natural as possible. And then you're good to go. And today, folks, we're looking for that cold water walleye bite. So the pre-spawn bite, very important. These fish are hungry, but not really aggressive. So it's going to be more of just a finesse approach today. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to work my jig ever so slowly off the bottom, just kind of bounce it back towards the boat and see if we can entice one of those early season bites. So stay tuned, folks. Okay, there we go. So what I did, folks, I switched to the black. I used the chartreuse, I'm going to say for about 15 minutes, and I just had a hunch and I switched up to the black. Third cast in, we got our first hook set, folks. I'm loving that. Now, if you're ever wondering what color to use, black is a color that you could use on any day, on any water. That is your bread and butter color, is black. Now, I like the chartreuse here in the river because it's a good color here. I know the fish like it. However, with this dark day, dark colors, the black definitely got the nod, and it looks like it's produced. Oh, I got myself a nice eater walleye, folks. Look at this. That's a nice eater walleye right there. Oh yeah, there we go. Black flexi-jig does the job. Beautiful. That is a nice chunk right there. Oh, look at that. Hey, that's a nice chunk. Now, if Antonio was here, maybe I would have opened up with the chartreuse, he would have opened up with the black, or vice versa. If you ever got two people, you can do that. You could switch up your colors and see which color's on that day, but I don't have that luxury today. So I just decided to change up myself. Okay, let's get him in the box. Let's make another cast. I want to explain something about the cast too. Okay, as that live well is filling, you're gonna make another cast, and when you cast out, okay, it hit the water. Don't close your bail right away. Let that jig fall straight down on its own. If you close your bail right away, you get a pendulum swing, and you don't necessarily want that. You want your jig to fall straight down and get as much of a natural fall as you possibly can, as opposed to having that tight line and having your jig fall like this. It'll fall straight down. And the other advantage it gives you is it gives you more jigging distance. If it falls straight down, you've got more of an opportunity to work that jig back to you. So there's a lot of advantages to casting that jig out, letting it fall straight down, and then begin the jig back. All right, that was a great start. So let's see if this black can produce another bite. Oh yes, another bite and another hook set. I am loving it. Now, in case I didn't mention it, folks, I am using the 3/4 ounce flexi-jig. And to be honest with you, I'm thinking of actually downsizing to a 1/2 ounce because the current is not that strong today. But anyhow, for now it's 3/4 ounce. That's what I'm using, and it's producing. And you know, on the bite, these bites, if you feel just a little tick, almost like your jig is hitting a rock, that's a bite. When you feel that with these subtle hits, you need to set the hook right away. don't even hesitate. And you know what? Doesn't matter. If it's a rock, set the hook anyhow. Never take a chance. Oh, it's another nice walleye. Oh yeah. Look at this, folks. Look at this. Oh yes. Just a little bit, let's say, that's a little smaller than the other one, but ever so nice. Look at that fish. That's another nice chunky walleye right there. Nice Niagara River walleye on the bite. Beautiful. Okay, so he's got some company. Put that in there and back out we go. Okay, so I decided to stay with the 3/4 ounce. You know, I was hemming and hawing, but you know what? Like they say, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And it's working, so I'm gonna stick with it. And you know, I mentioned about that tick. Sometimes you don't see the tick, you don't feel it, but you'll see the line just twitch. Oh, and when you see that line twitch, set the hook. There's another. Oh, let's get him in there. They're getting smaller as the day goes on here. That's even another smaller walleye. Look at that. Okay, easy there, Mr. Wally. Easy there, Mr. Wally. Just in the side of the mouth. Perfect. There we go. Gotta love that. They're getting smaller as the day goes on, but you know what? They're every bit as fun. Doesn't matter about the size. But yes, I think I'm gonna stick with the black, and I'm gonna stick with the 3/4 ounce. And I still have my chartreuse, no problem. And I also brought glow, but I only use glow, honestly, when it's dawn, dusk, dark conditions, dark water, deep water, or nighttime. But right now, folks, I think I'm gonna stick with the finesse approach. Is working for me today. And that's what it takes with these cold water walleye. Finesse approach, nice and easy. Watch your line. You feel a tick, set the hook. As you watch your line go down, your jig go down on a little bit of a semi-slack line. If you see that little bit of a line twitch, just set the hook right away. It's super exciting. And you know, if you haven't been out lately, by all means, get a line wet. Enjoy some of the great outdoors that we have. Enjoy some time on the water. Have some fun fishing. And you know what? If you catch some fish, bonus, and you bring some home for the table, that's always great too. Folks, I want to thank you ever so much for spending time with me today and joining me on today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. And wherever you are, as always, until next time, good luck and good fishing. Finesse approach all the way.